All right, in this video I'm going to work out a problem where we're finding the area using right endpoints and rectangles and using the limit process. Okay, but this one, you'll notice here we're not starting at 0, we're starting at 1. So we're going to start with delta x. So delta x is going to be 4 minus 1 divided by n, which is 3 over n. Remember, for right endpoints, it's going to be your delta x just times I. But we're starting at 1, so this is going to have to be, for my height, it's going to be f of, so it's 1 plus, and then 3I over n. So that's going to be where you're starting from, and then you're adding on the 3I over n. All right, so putting it into the summation, we're going to get the limit as n goes to infinity. So it's going to be I equals 1 to n, so it's your delta x, so 3 over n, and then times your height, f of 1 plus 3I over n. So I'm going to do that part off to the side. So remember, my function was x squared plus 1, so I'm doing 1 plus 3I over n squared plus 1. So this becomes 1 plus, so we get 6I over n, and then plus 9I squared over n squared, and then plus 1. So we get 2 plus 6I over n plus 9I squared over n squared. And then I'm just going to distribute it by 3 over n. So we get the limit as n goes to infinity. So I equals 1 to n. So this would give me 6 over n plus 18I over n squared. And then plus 27I squared over n cubed. All right, so you could jump right into the I formulas from here, but let me just show you. You don't have to do this part, but I'm going to just show it. So hopefully you understand a little bit better, but limit as n goes to infinity. So technically you're doing each of these summations. So like it's 6 over, oh, my bad. I'm going to take out the n, and we get I equals 1 to n of 6. Then I'm going to take out the n squared, and we get 18I. And then we could take out the n cubed, like that. We get 27I squared. So you don't have to show all of this. You can actually just leave it in here and start building. But the mistake people make are this is going to skew your whole answer, because if you don't do this, this is going to end up going to 0 because the bottom's bigger. But you want to pull the n in here, then it cancels, right? Because that's that constant rule that we talked about. So when you just have a constant, you're going to multiply those two. So we get the limit as n goes to infinity, so it's 6n over n. Plus, this is my I formula, so it's 18, and it's going to be the I formula. So n plus 1 over 2, and then I'm going to bring back in the n squared. And then over here, we're going to get 27, and it's I squared, so it's n plus 1, 2n plus 1 over n cubed. All right, so now I'm going to figure out limits here. Or you can cancel. This cancels. So I'm going to do the limit. So technically, you could drop out the limit at this point. So we're going to get 6 plus, so I have 18n squared over 2n squared. So if you do the limit, as n goes to infinity, 18n squared over 2n squared, same powers. We keep the coefficients, I get plus 9. And the next one, we're going to get 27. So I actually get 54. So limit as n goes to infinity. So it's 54. This should have been a 6. I forgot that. So it's 54. 54n cubed over 6n cubed, which is going to be 9. So 18 plus 6, 18, I think it's 24. 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it's 24. Okay. As if you want a lot of practice with this, you could redo this using a left endpoint. But let me go back to the original function. It was this, is you are welcome to check yourself when you do this. So we could integrate this, x squared plus 1 dx, and we could test it from 1 to 4. So if I get x cubed over 3 plus x, and we're going to go from 1 to 4. So all right, so this gives me 64 over 3 plus 4 minus 1 over 3 plus 1. So I'd get 64 over 3 plus 4 minus 1 over 3 minus 1, which gives me 63 over 3 plus 3. This can become a 3. This can become a 9, which would give me what? 70. I get 72. So 72 over 3. 72 over 3 is, I believe, 24. So 2 times 3 is 6. 1, 2, 4. I mean, if you really want to, you could practice doing this one with a left endpoint. I would not ask that specifically on a quiz. That's a lot. You do a left endpoint, not at 0. If I give you a left endpoint, it's going to start from the 0. But this would be really good practice. If you could do this, you'd be all set. So the left endpoint, the delta x, would still be the 4 minus 1 over n, which is 3 over n. Then it's going to be, it's 3 over n times I minus 1. Remember, for the left endpoint, it's I minus 1. And then you have to do 1 plus that. So you get that. So that would be a doozy to do. But you could try it. So f of, so it's 1 plus. So we're going to get 3I minus 3 over n. So you have to plug that into the x squared plus 1. So give it a shot. Again, you should still get the same answer, right? We should still get the 24. All right, so I came up with one other example. So this is just left endpoint. So same function, but I just moved it over a little bit. So 0 to 4. So this will be left endpoint. And rectangles, limit process, okay? All right, so we've got 4 minus 0 over n, which is 4 over n. That's going to be my delta x, and then it's going to be 4 over n times I minus 1, which would give me my heights here. So it's going to be f of 4I minus 4 over n. So I went ahead and I squared it off to the side. So we're going to get 16I squared minus 8I plus 16 over n squared, but then the plus 1, right? All right, so let me put that into the summation. So we've got, so the limit as n goes to infinity, so it's I equals 1 to n, so it's 4 over n, and then I'm going to times it by, so I broke this up. So 16I squared over n squared minus 8I over n squared plus 16 over n squared, and then plus the 1. Then I distribute. So we're going to get 64I squared over n cubed minus 32I over n cubed plus 64 over n cubed, and then plus 4 over n. Okay, so I'm not going to separate this like I did in the last one. I just know that they're each separate summations, right? So we're going to do the limit as n goes to infinity, so it's 64, then it's the I squared formula, so it's n plus 1, 2n plus 1 over n cubed minus 32 times n plus 1 over 2, so 2n cubed, and then 64n, not that it would matter in this case, but remember, you have to imagine that it's in a summation, right? So it's I equals 1 to n, 64, that gets that, which is 64n, but then it's over n cubed. So n cubed, and then plus Same thing for this one, right? So it would be 4n over n. It doesn't look like an n, so there you go. All right, so let's see what we got here. This would be, well, this one becomes, oh, it's over 6. I keep forgetting that. So I think I'm going to cancel. So instead of doing 64 times 2, I'm going to say this is a 1, this is a 3. So I get 64 over 3. This one goes to 0 because the top is just n squared. This one goes to 0. And the last one is just plus 4. So I'm going to check this one right now. This is 3. This would be 12. So I would get what? 76 over 3. So let's just try it. Make sure we're right. So we got x squared plus 1 dx. We're going to go from 0 to 4. So it's x cubed over 3 plus x going from 0 to 4. So I don't need to plug in the bottom. It's going to go to 0, but we would get 64 over 3 plus 4, which I believe is what we got. This becomes a 3. This becomes a 12, which gives me 76 over 3.